Hi! I did not think I'd be back so soon. Guys, this has been crazy that I've been finding this much time to read. Today is a holiday, so I think that's why I was able to finish. But I'm really excited. So I read get that in Into the Mist. So this is a series called The Land of, I hope I pronounce this right, Elyon by Patrick Carmen. 5 out of 5 stars. I've enjoyed the whole series. Again, it was. So my family knows I like to read. So my dad actually got me these a long time ago. So I read the whole series. This is the last one that I needed to. I figured out about it later. So I'm just reading it again now. So this book, trying to figure out how to explain when to read it. So this is supposed to be the fifth one, but I would actually read it fourth, if that makes sense. Because this one, it's like in the present, but in the past at the same time. So basically, there's 3 characters: Alexa, Yipes, and Roland, and they're on a boat. And so that's the present, but Roland is telling them a story. So the whole time in the book, you're basically going, there's not a lot happening on the boat. So basically, you go back to the boat, they ask questions. But the story of this book is not what's happening on the boat. It's the story is what Roland is telling them of when he was a little boy. If that makes sense. If I'm explaining this right. So, if you want to read this, the Land of Elyon series starts with the Dark Hills Divide. I would read that first, Dark Hills Divide, Beyond the Dalian Forest, The Tenth City. Then I'd read Into the Mist, because at the very end it says to be continued, and I read the Stargazer first, which was supposed to be the fourth one. But the Stargazer is where this one leaves off. Does that make sense? The to be continued is where Stargazer starts. So I would read this one and then Stargazer. It's going to read them. So that's a good explanation of the book. So basically, you'd have to read the other 3 before this one to know how they're connected. But he's basically telling the story of him and his brother Thomas, and basically how they got to be as she knew them, as Alexa knew them in the first book. Because I'm not going to give any spoilers, but they're connected. So, yep, this is a book of basically Roland telling Yipes and Alexa why they're on a ship. The story of him and his brother and the adventures that they had that helped them become the men that they were, that Alexa knew, right? So, I think enough said about that. I mean, there's nothing else really I can say about that. I really enjoyed this series. 281 pages are about all of these books, so I feel like if you're looking for a series that you could read pretty quickly, let's see, I've been reading this since like 2-ish today, and I finished about 6:45-ish, and then I read it maybe 2-3 hours the other day, so not too long. But now for everyone's favorite part, just kidding, maybe my favorite part. I like this series because I think I like to look for themes, right? And since I'm not doing the rest of the series, because I'm not going to go back and do all of them, I just think the message of these books is that, so basically they describe it as this force. In the book, they talk throughout the series as a force guiding them throughout their life, leading them to the place they need to be. And so the message of this book basically is that there is this magical force out there guiding us to build certain talents and do certain things. And once we have learned those talents and done those things, we do them in order to help others, and we have a duty to help others if we can. If I'm explaining this correctly. So I kind of really like these books about, I just like that idea. Because I'm just going to say I'm religious, so I like this idea that there is something or someone out there guiding us to develop certain skills that then we then have a duty after we have possessed those skills to use those skills to help others. And I think the best song for this series is Disney. I know. You can see that I'm a Disney girl, a musical girl, and then I love my Colby Kelly. But the song just kept popping into my mind, so I think I should share Colors of the Wind from Pocahontas, because I think that's what these books are trying to teach us, right? That we're all connected. We have this duty to help each other because we all are connected. So I hope you enjoy this Colors of the Wind by Pocahontas. I'm an ignorant savage, and you've been so many places, I guess it must be so. But still I cannot see if the savage one is me. How can there be so much that you don't know? You don't know. You think you own whatever land you land on. The earth is just a dead thing you can claim. But I know every rock and tree and creature has a life, has a spirit, has a name. You think the only people who are people are the people who look and think like you. But if you walk the footsteps of a stranger, you'll learn things you never knew. Have you ever heard the wolf cry to the blue-corn moon, or ask the grinning bobcat why he grins? Can you sing with all the voices of the mountain? Can you paint with all the colors of the wind? Can you paint with all the colors of the wind? Come run the hidden pine trails of the forest. Come taste the sweet berries of the earth. Come rolling over riches all around you, and for once never wonder what they're worth. The rainstorm and the river are my brothers. The heron and the otter are my friends. And we are all connected to each other in a circle, in a hoop that never ends. How high does a sycamore grow? If you cut it down, then you'll never know. And you'll never hear the wolf cry to the blue-corn moon. For whether we are white or coppered skin, we need to sing with all the voices of the mountain. We need to paint with all the colors of the wind. Who can own this earth and still all you'll own is earth until you can paint with all the colors of the wind. So, go read the Land of, I'm hoping I'm pronouncing this right, Elyon series. It was really good by Patrick Carman. Again, if you like what you saw, give it a big thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, share this video if you like its contents, and again, I'm always wanting your comments. your opinions on the book if you read it, your theme song you would choose, just other books that you would recommend that are similar to this one if you read it. So, thank you so much for taking the time to watch this, and see you next time.